You're listening to the Triggered by Rage podcast. Ignorance is bliss, but f*** bliss.
Every wrestler was awesome, like pretty much, except for Raven. Raven was like, he was like fucking. He looked miserable, but I mean that's what Raven looks like.
He always looked like, yeah.
So I was just like, okay, but he wouldn't make eye contact with me really, and he had this like glassed over, like don't give a fuck look on his face, like somebody really forced him to be there.
That's
like,
the heroin.
Well, but you know what's weird about that though is, I had my beer, and maybe it was, I don't know if it was, I don't know his situation with alcohol and stuff like that. I haven't followed it, but I had it with me and I put it down on his table, and he was like, "Don't put that near. Don't bring that near here. Put that somewhere else." And I was like, "All right, I'll put it on the floor." I was like, "Yeah," and then I tried to say some things to him, and everything I said to him, he no-sold me. So I was like, "All right," and then I leaned in and took a photo. I felt like a rapist, is what I felt like. You know what I mean? Like when you're like.
Well, it sounds like he's the one that did the raping.
Well, I mean, he got the money, I guess. So I guess, but no, he's like, yeah, I felt like a rapist. Like I bought a hooker or something. Like Raven was my hooker, like because, you know, I mean, I watched him since I was a little kid, Johnny Polo, and then become the Raven, and then stay up at night watching these guys, and then he joins. You know, I've followed his whole entire career. So I said multiple things to him that were like just normal things, and he was just like, "You need to just shut the fuck up." And so I was like, "All right, I'm gonna stop talking now." And then we took the photo, and the last thing I said to him was like, "Hey man, I've followed your whole career. I've watched you since forever ago. Just thanks for doing that." When someone makes it awkward for you, like there's just no way. Like I'm not a fucking weirdo. You made me a fucking weirdo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like I do see weirdos. Like I saw weirdos around wrestlers. There was one guy being weird with Matt Hardy at one point, and Matt was like, "Yeah man, yeah man. Like, okay, get the fuck out of here." You know what I mean? That's a little different, like, but it was like that from the beginning with Raven. It was like, hey, look, hey, Raven, look, here's this paper. I bought this, like, to see you beforehand. I didn't just come in here and go, whoa. I actually purchased this beforehand to see you. So you think, like, it's not just someone coming up being like, how much is it for Raven? I don't know. And then maybe Raven's like, fucking this guy. But I came up with a thing that was like, I bought this to see you. And it was like, I've seen him in some interviews, too. He's been really good. And he's a very smart dude, but he's also douchey. But he at least gives you attention in the interviews, it seems like.
Right.
But he gives the interview a hard time. But so I thought to myself, man, if I ever interview Raven, have your shit together. Maybe he recognized me and was like, this guy's a fucking asshole. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. He did say, what's your name? I was like, oh, Joe. And I was like, and he's like, and I mean, like, he was just like, get me the fuck out of here. But then he, so what I mean is they make it awkward for you. Like, it's like, I'm a social person, so like I will, the annoying thing about me is I will say things when maybe nobody wants to talk. I get that. But I also know when to shut up. I said, hey, Raven, what's up? He said, don't bring the beer over here. Then I said, hey, thanks for doing this. And then he said nothing. And then I said, something about wrestling, like I used to stay up late just so I could see you guys wrestle, and, you're always one of my favorite guys, so I appreciate that you're still out here. And he no-sold me on that. And then
piece of shit.
We took a photo, and then I said, hey, thanks again, Raven, follow your career for like 25 years or something, so good to meet you.
He didn't say anything when you said that?
No, he didn't say anything. He just kind of went, oh. I was like, all right. And then
he didn't say, like, right on or anything? He was just like, oh.
No, he was just like, I hate you. You look like the people.
Fucking nutbag.
You look like the guy that picked on me in school or something. Like, I mean, I know I look kind of like a dickhead. I mean, like, I look like a tool, but I mean, I do. I can't help it. I look like I'm fucking Paul Heyman. You know what I mean? I am fucking Paul Heyman. You know what I mean? That's kind of what. But so I was like, and then Smith, one of the guys working the show. I wasn't working the show. Actually, this goes back to another story. Let me tell you another story, because you'll enjoy this, I think. I get to the place, right? I start walking around. I start noticing everybody. I start noticing people who work at Top Rope, people who work at Big Time Wrestling. Hey, buddy. I start noticing other wrestling people that I know of. By the way, the guy sitting with Matt Hardy, like the one, because you know what I mean, when guys like this show up, there's always a guy who's there to like rep them and show them where to go and tell them what to do and help them out. You know,
Right.
they always send like a person. So the guy that was sitting with Hardy was a referee from Top Rope Promotions who I know very well, and he's a great guy. And I was like, oh, this is great. And then I started walking around to see what else was going on, and I ran into Rhino. Fucking Rhino. He's dragging his luggage with one of those wheelie things.
Yeah.
And he goes, and he comes over to me. And he goes, where am I? Where's my table? And I looked down at myself, and I looked around, and I went, why the fuck is he asking me this? I'm a random person in the crowd. And I was
So no
like,
one was there to help Rhino know where the fuck he was? Or
no, he got there. I mean, I guess he got there late, because some guys were given, like, because I'm in customer service, right, for my regular job during the day. I'm in customer service because I have a natural want to actually help people. Like, that is something that I do flourish. Like, I want to, when there's two people with an issue, I like to guide them into a solution. And when I do that, I feel happy. You know what I mean? But I'm not a bitch either. Like, I'm not a fucking, I could never really live my life as like a bellboy. Like, go get this thing, Dan. You know, go get that thing. I wouldn't be able to live like that. Like,
Right.
a lot of these other guys that do that stuff in the wrestling industry, I wouldn't do that for more than, like, you know what I mean, 2 seconds. But at the same time, when I am there once in a while, I'm happy to do it. And he comes up to me and he's like, where am I sitting? I'm like, well, I think you're down at the end. Here, come on down there, I guess. And I started taking him down there. And he recognized me. He's like, I thought you were part of the deal. And I'm like, no. So he recognized, so he was
were
like,
you carrying like a clipboard or
No.
anything like that?
I was just standing there. So I run to the end of the thing. There's no table for him. Then I finally got a hold of a couple people I knew, and I said, who's in charge? Because Rhino was getting pissed. Like, he was pissed off. Like, he was standing there with his luggage. People were starting to come up to him while he was with his luggage and shit. And they were like, hey, Rhino, want to take that? And he's like, yeah, man. He was actually being kind of cool for as mad as he was. Like, he was bullshit. But he wasn't taking it out on the people. He was just mad at the establishment, you know? Because people were like, Rhino! Like, and he's like in the middle of trying to figure out what's going on. And he was like, hey, yeah, man. Yeah, come here. Check, or whatever. And he was cool. He was pretty cool to me, too. He was like, he needed like change and shit, so he had me go get him change at one point, and then he did a photo and shit with me for free.
Just for helping you out?
Yeah, he was like, hey, thanks for helping me earlier. And I said, hey, if you ever get around to it, we'd like to have you on the podcast. But he can't do it because he's sort of with the WWE at this point.
He's technically still under contract with like an NXT deal, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what he said. He kind of said, like, he kind of made a, you know, like, but so I don't know what the deal is, but either way, it means he can't do it. So I just said, hey, somewhere down the road, and he said, absolutely, I will, and I'll remember you. I was like, cool. So he was pretty cool. He was he was pissed when he got there, though. And then one of the people there was like, well, fucking him for walking in late, you know? And I was like, oh, all right. Like, oh, you
fuck Rhino.
Well, so here
You tell him that, see what happens.
Here I am, not working for anybody here. Rhino's looking for a table. I'm finding people I know. They tell me the guy in charge is this guy. I go find said guy in charge, who I don't know. Find him. Tell him what's going on. Do you have a table for Rhino? And then they go, well, you shouldn't have been fucking late. I'm like, well, would you like me to go tell him shouldn't have been fucking late and just stand there, or do you have a table? You know? So they ended up getting him a table. But it was just, like, fucking hilarious. And,
I like how they treat Rhino like he's like bottom shelf fucking shit.
like, fuck. What the fuck? Like, yeah, I was surprised. I thought they would be like, oh, shit. Like, I thought, see, that's exactly what I thought. I thought when I said Rhino doesn't have a table, that someone would be like, what the fuck, he doesn't have a table? And then, like, yell or call somebody. But instead they were like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm not working here, but it might be weird if Rhino stands there with his luggage. with no table. Just might be me, but I don't fucking know. Drove 12 hours to come here. Fucking, he's advertised. Doesn't have a table. Just seems weird to me. You know, like, so, you know, someone else in my situation would have been like, I don't give a fuck about any of this. I'm going to have a beer. Like, fuck this. I have nothing to do with this. But somehow I ended up talking with him when he walked in right away. Like I said, how it was weird. But anyway, and I said, you know, I wasn't working the event, and I said I would have liked to have been working the event, you know, but I don't work for these guys. I would surely like to at some point, but they travel around anyway, so it's not like they're not out of here. They're big time wrestling goes all around. In fact, they come to your area, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't know where they go. I don't fucking know. They go everywhere.
They're mostly, I mean, honestly, they're mostly like kind of Midwest-ish, and I mean, they go to the East Coast too. But
yeah, they only come here like 3 times a year, maybe 2 times a year.
Yeah.
I don't know, but so that's how it started, was the deal with Rhino, and luckily the stadium, McCoy Stadium in Pawtucket, is great. They let everybody in like right away. The line started to form. It said 6 o'clock, and they let people in at like 5:30. Thank God, because it was fucking boiling outside. And I saw Matt, and as soon as I saw Matt, he yelled out to me.
He knew who you were?
Oh yeah, he knows. Yeah, and so I shook his hand, and I said, "It's nice to meet you." And then he was doing. He already started the autographs at that point, so I was saying hi to him, and I was hanging out with that.
Was he in character the whole time?
He was off and on, but he was mostly doing it. Yeah, but he'd go right back into like whatever if you were talking to him. But mostly he was. People were asking for it. You know, people wanted it. You know, unless somebody brought up like, hey, you know, Matt, I remember this or that. You know, then he'd start talking to somebody. But I mean, like with me, when me and him we're taking our photo, he was in character and I was in character. I was kind of working it, and then he really then I said, I actually had Glenn, the guy, I gave him the camera and said it's going to be on record, so I can just take my own picture later. But really, what I was trying to do is sneakily make sure to get a video with Matt. But then Glenn said it fucked up and he only got pictures. So then I was like, oh, okay. But he said that to me, and I said, yeah, thanks, man. And then Matt was like, well, we should be doing a video. And I was thinking about bringing it up in a second, or I was gonna bring it up when he was done with the line. And he was like, no, we gotta do a video. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Let's do one. That'd be awesome. So Matt really pushed it. So I was like,
I'm glad he's fucking gung ho about it. That's awesome.
He's all in. I love it. That's
Rally
the
the troop.
I mean, that's the best thing ever. I mean,
he didn't even pluralize it. He said, "Rally the troop." You can kind of tell in the video, I'm really struggling to keep it together because I was like, this is. You did a good job in it.
This is insane.
When you fucking saluted, I lost it.
I said I did that, and I went, oh my God, because I did that as like a whole like somebody said, you come off kind of goofy. I'm like, I know. I'm like, that's the fucking
You
point.
come off goofy.
Yeah, right. Well, it's funny because I look in the background and I'm looking like I got this bug-eyed look, and then I put my hand up and salute, and it's just like, what the fuck?
I like when he fully like engulfs himself in the camera, and you're trying to sneak over to get back into frame.
Like peeking out of his hair.
Yeah, that fucking.
I'm so glad you noticed all the things because like they were all done on purpose. I'm like looking over him, like trying to be like, "Are you telling him, leader?"
I watched the video like 4 fucking times, dude. When I saw you trying to squeeze back into frame, I was like, "Oh my God, Joe's trying to squeeze back into frame," and Matt's just going off. Rally the troop, prepare the platoon.
Dude, people loved it. Here's what the funniest thing was when oh my God, dude, he was like he goes delete, and then somebody else said delete, and then Matt was like delete, and delete fucking place. I said,
dude, Matt Hardy is my favorite person in wrestling right now.
I just said if anybody gets on a video, Justin Bailey's gonna die. Like if that's on video, I didn't get the video. If anyone has that on video somewhere. Yeah, no, I was saying this earlier. Matt Hardy is the greatest entertainer in wrestling right now.
Absolutely.
He's the most entertaining person.
New Day doesn't have shit on Matt Hardy.
It's true. It really is true. Like they sort of have like it's so bad for character stuff.
Just thinking and talking about it, I can't stop laughing. That's how great it is.
It's so bad
King
out there.
Maximus, can you pass the green beans?
Do not bring mustard.
I hate mustard.
Oh, Adam Rose was cool too. Speaking of that accent,
Was he there tonight?
yes.
No shit.
He's another one who fucking, hey Joe, like, and I was like, whoa, what's up?
Is he still doing the Hey Joe?
Yeah, he's a funny
That's not his
guy.
real accent, right?
It's like toned down. It's like the toned down version of that.
I thought he had a normal accent. I don't know why.
No, he's got a little bit of a South African twang, I guess you'd call it, to an accent.
Hey Joe,
Hey Joe.
I'm here.
He was great. He goes, it's starting to get a little bit weird now. I was like, yeah, at the end of the night, it was like 7:30. He goes, and I've been thinking this already because it'd been like an hour and a half at this point. People have been drinking. Everybody been in lines for 2 hours. And I was thinking this because I started seeing weird shit going around, and I was like, man, it's fucking kind of getting weird. I thought really quickly, though, like a real quick thought in my head, like, it's getting kind of weird right now. And that kind of went out the window. And then as I said that, like I was standing there, and Teddy Long was kind of like, you know, sitting there with nobody in his line. And I actually feel bad I didn't go see Teddy Long because I wish I did. But I said hi to him and shook his hand and stuff. But I should have interacted with him. But somebody walked by and goes, nobody wants to see fucking Teddy Long. Like right as they like they said it to him, but not looking at him, walking by him so he could hear it. And I just thought that was fucking evil. Like I thought that was horrible. I was like, what a dickhead. Who the fuck are you fat bitch? Like
You should have said that.
I did. But I waited till he walked by a little bit.
You should have went and got Matt, seen what he did.
I
will delete you.
I almost actually did say something to this guy.
Who was
I don't know why, but it really pissed me off. Like, cause Teddy Long was just standing there, and this guy fucking, who the fuck's here to see fucking Teddy Long? Like, and it was just like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck you, you fucking Twinkie eating cunt. But
dude, there's just fucking faggots that act like that, you know.
But I don't know why, it just pissed me off. And but then after that guy said that, and I'd kind of seen some weirdness. Aldo Rose was like, "It's getting kind of weird now, isn't it?" Like, and I was like, "Yeah, it is getting fucking weird right now." He goes, "Yeah, it's like everybody's been in line sweating everything out," and like, he was cool. He was there with two.
Who did he work?
Oh, Aldo?
Yeah.
I don't know who he worked with tonight because I missed the wrestling part of the show. So I don't know, but I wish.
Because to be honest with you, I'm happy to. It makes me happy to know that he's still getting good work.
Oh yeah,
because he had a shit gimmick really in WWE, but the guy was actually a pretty solid worker.
I wonder how he's enjoying. I sort of asked him. He said, "This has been great. You know, I've never seen anything like this and type of thing." So I mean, definitely this whole thing is new to him. But he's just such a happy. He seems like just such a happy guy.
Well,
Like he was cool. I mean,
he's on them good meds, man.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I should be too. I think we both got the same deal. But no, I just like he was cool. And who else? Eddie Edwards was cool. I mean, I've known Eddie Edwards. I mean, he doesn't know me really, but I've known him because he went to school here. Chaotic with Killer Kowalski is just like Sasha and everybody else. So you know, Eddie Edwards was cool. Sandow was cool. He just kind of was like, you know, I didn't throw any spiel on him or anything. I didn't say like, yeah, it's Joe Cronin show. You know, I didn't even bother. He didn't know who the hell I was. He was just like, cool, man, it's cool. Sign. And I was like, that's all I wanted to do. You know, I was happy once I got my shot with Hardy. I was like, I don't give a shit now. The wrestlers wanted me to stay so I would tape their matches and commentate over it. And I said, well, get me a job doing commentary for these guys. But so that was I'm trying to think. That was Gangrel was there, but I didn't say anything to him because I've asked him for an interview a bunch and he never did it. And I was like, I don't even want to see him. I love Gangrel though. He's funny, and I actually should have seen him because
He's big time fucking porno director, man.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, he's an actual like filmmaker for fucking porn. Like he directs them.
He's great. I just wish he would do an interview. But I probably could have got one today because nobody was over there. He was away. He got the furthest away from everybody. Like he had the worst spot. I always thought you should put like those people in the middle. Like put Gangrel and Teddy Long in the fucking middle, like with Rhino, and put like Sting at the end, and then Matt Hardy at the beginning. You know, like mix like the fucking guys that like. Well, actually, they had a good like Damian Sandow was good, then Eddie Edwards, then Matt Hardy. That was good. And then, but then it was like Sting, and then it was like Teddy Long, Gangrel. I was like, that's not right to put Gangrel all the way at the back, and then to put Teddy Long right over there. I thought they should have been closer because then you have to walk by Teddy Long and Gangrel, and then you know they're there. Some people don't even realize they're there, you know. So it's like you have to see them, and you're like, oh shit, Gangrel, I didn't even know. I didn't think about that guy. You know, because maybe a lot of people hadn't been thinking about Gangrel for years. Maybe they're like, I gotta get a fit photo of Gangrel. He's here. You know, but because so many people went because of Sting. You know, go for Sting, realize Gangrel's there, and throw $20 at him. But if you go for Sting, and then Gangrel's at the end where nobody is, you know, you don't fucking remember he was there. Or you know, I don't know. I don't know. This is the way I feel like I feel that way. I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I couldn't book shit. I don't know. I'm a fucking idiot. But but Matt was great, and the Bubba Ray feud continues to go on online. It's getting fucking pretty nasty. I feel bad because like I want to be like I don't want to break character because but like hey, like what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, you know, I purposely was not going to mention Velvet Sky, but I guess when Bubba Ray mentioned that my family thought I was a failure, the Twitter followers were not happy with that.
Send him a picture of like you holding a picture of Velvet Sky and then throw like some fucking soap on it so it looks like you blew a load to it.
Ugh. Jesus Christ. See, I wouldn't do that because I think he's, you know, we're playing around, and I think other people. That's funny though.
What do you mean? He's claiming that your wife and kids think you're a failure, so you blow a load on his wife's fucking face. Seems like an even fair trade to me.
That's what maybe that's right. Maybe that's true.
I mean, he went below the belt first.
You may be right. I did say that he scams kids at that Team 3D.
Yeah, that was the fucking wrestling school.
Yeah, I was like, in my promo in that video, I said you scam kids, and then he said that was a terrible promo. No wonder I never made it into the wrestling business. And then I said I'm a failure, but I'm not going to fail. But my whole life was about failing, so I could learn from the mistakes, so I could do whatever something to you.
Kick your fat.
Yeah, it was something like that. And then he said, you know, I don't think you're a failure. I'll leave that to your wife and kids. And a lot of people came up and said hi to me, and that was cool. The other thing that was cool was Matt was when I was talking to him when we weren't being creepos. He said I was telling him about when I go live. He was asking me stuff like when you go live and stuff, and I told him. And I said Wednesday night I go live for Out of Nowhere, and he was like, oh yeah, that's with JD, right? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, that guy's cool. And I was like, yeah, he is cool. So it was cool that he you know knew JD too.
You guys are making waves in the YWC. These guys notice you guys, you know.
I mean, it was just a lot of fun tonight to see like wrestlers, local wrestlers I know, people that I've wrestled, and just tons of people that I've worked with, and then also to run into tons of people who listen to the show. Like, I couldn't believe how many times, like, somebody was like, fucking, Joe Cronin. Like, I was like, I could have had my own booth here. And then just everything else, and then getting, you know, just it was crazy. And you know, the thing about Matt Hardy is, like, it's cool because, you know, people don't understand this, but, you know, I am, you know, we're smarks and marks at the same time. We're everything. And you know, but I'll always mark out for stuff. Like, it doesn't matter how deep into wrestling I get or how deep into wrestling we get. I'll always mark out for this stuff because I love it. You know, and it's like I love this stuff. And what people don't understand is, you know, we've known Matt Hardy for years. You know, we've always liked him. You know, it's always been a good thing with Matt Hardy. But the character that he's in right now is like our favorite thing that's going on. And it started innocent. It started actually with me criticizing it a bit, saying like, this is kind of weird. And then I went into, this is actually kind of cool. And then I went into like being obsessed over it, kind of like Sasha Banks when she was rising up in NXT. And what people don't understand is like, he's the hottest thing going for me right now. I mean, we're not talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock yet, but I mean, you know, when Stone Cold Steve Austin was the hottest thing going, did I get to hang out with Stone Cold? Did I get to tweet him online? Did he get to do a video with me? No. But right now, I feel like Matt Hardy is like the hottest thing going, and I have a very mark-out feeling towards everything Matt Hardy does. So to be able to be interacting with him and to see him live and for him to do a video with you is pretty, I mean, that is full-on mark.
Badass, yeah.
Because I didn't get to do that with The Rock when he was hot. I didn't get to do that with Stone Cold when he was hot. I didn't get to do that with HBK when he was hot. I didn't get to do that with Daniel Bryan when he was hot. I didn't get to do it with anybody when they were the hottest thing going and the thing I wanted to see the most. What's the thing you want to see the most? Never got to do that with them. The thing I want to see the most right now is Matt Hardy. And we got to do this stuff with Matt Hardy. So people... That's why it's a fucking droolable markout, you know, and the fact that the guy is cool with everybody, you know, he's cool with LeBar, he's cool with JD, he's cool with me. TNA is doing better, and they're going to be on Thursdays now, and it's just this, I don't know, man, it's just one big happy markout, and I'm happy to, I'm not embarrassed to mark out over shit that deserves it. So, bam. And that's about it. I don't know. Bailey, I think that was my story of the day, and then we got anything to add to this? I don't think there's anything else to add to it, but I'm going to make this a podcast and put it up.
I just want to add that the video with you and Matt Hardy is one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. Dude, like seriously, that is the greatest fucking thing ever.
You know what was cool was the people in line that were like high-fiving me and stuff when I left, when I walked away, and they thought it was great.
Awesome.
I'm like...
Made you feel fucking famous.
But no, it's not that. It's he made, well, I am famous, but he made, he made, like, these, like, Matt Hardy put this smile on these people's faces because, sure, I mean, people were smiling as he talked to people because he was doing the gimmick a little bit, like, where should I sign this for you, brother Toby? Like, where, or whatever, Toby, where should I, yes, Toby, I will sign it in extra large letters because you are a great man, Toby. You know, whatever the hell he was doing. But when
I love when he undercuts words. That's my favorite.
But when we cut a promo, like this guy brought smiles to people's faces. Like everybody in the line, everybody watching in the front of us. You know, because all of a sudden he's doing this promo with a video, you know. And I had people asking me after, like, why did he do that with you and stuff? I don't get it. And you know, I mean, I got to tell people about the YouTube channel, but they had smiles on their face because of what Matt Hardy was doing, and that just doesn't really happen anymore. I mean, the New Day, they reach a level where it's like it's so bad it has been so bad over there at the WWE with character wise, story and character arc wise, all that shit, that the New Day is just like. You're like, oh, this is good, but like you like it, but you're like, you know what I mean? Like you're forcing yourself to like it more than you should. Like it's really good. The New Day's hot,
yeah, but
it's like you're still sort of.
You get more of a reaction from Matt.
Much more. These people. I mean, I'm telling you, dude. This. I mean, I'm gonna stop sucking them off now, but I mean, it was just a. Those are the things that you look for, you know, and those are the things that he's done, and that's why I'm obsessing over it, because you don't get this often. It's not the New Day like talking about booty O's in the line. Yeah, maybe people smile because they're funny, but this was a different thing. Like this is a different level that he's taken this to.
Put it to you like this, like what Matt and Jeff did. You know, the whole, you know, the Great War or whatever. You know,
Final
the big battle
deletion.
on their. Yeah, the final deletion. Like, think about what they did with that, just themselves, right?
Right.
And then, what, a week later, WWE, with their huge budget, and they tried to do it with 6 guys, they didn't even come fucking close.
Right.
Didn't even come close to the entertainment value you got from Matt and Jeff. I mean, it just shows you that these guys are just, they're on a different scale right now, on a totally different, they're on a different spectrum, you know?
Yeah.
They're just hitting it on so many more different and much more higher levels. It's so entertaining.
Yeah, it is. And it's like when you see a character like that you love like come to life and be in character. Like, I mean, that's the thing that you were getting with him tonight. That's why people were smiling. It's like, you know, fucking Game of Thrones, like Jon Snow is there and he's in character. You know, something like that. You know, just pick your fucking movie, like, you know, Jean-Luc Picard is here. So it was wonderful, and I'll end it at that. But it was a good day, and it was great to meet Matt Hardy, and he was great to everybody. And man, I'll tell you what, if you went out there, I didn't get to meet Sting, but I'm sure Sting was great too. Because I
Rally the troop.
We should have had. I wonder what Sting thinks of Matt Hardy. I should have told Matt, hey Matt, can you record a quick promo on Sting, and I'm gonna go get in the Sting line, and I'm just gonna play it for him. Like taped his reaction. If I had anything to do with big time wrestling, like I had access, I would have done more. But because it wasn't my deal, you know. But actually, no one gave a shit, so I could have probably done whatever the hell I wanted to. But the Sting room was like really, like, on guard. You know, like there was like 7 people in the Sting room.
Right.
You know, like Matt Hardy had Glenn next to him, and then that was it. You know, the Sting had like 7 people. They had goddamn Secret Service with him, which is weird, because I feel like Hardy is.
Maybe they were just protecting his neck area.
Maybe, and with all the sign stuff, like you could buy a package where Sting would sign 7 things for you. Like you could pay like $80 or $100, I think it was. You paid $100, Sting would sign 6 things for you. Like, I would have been like, all right, I got this figure, I got this thing, and I got my dildo.
Man, my ass.
My balls.
I want STI on one nut and then NG on the other.
I thought about that. I was like, well, it says he'll sign anything for you. 6 things. Like, hey, Sting, can you think we get these guys to get out of the room while you sign my final item?
I don't have any goddamn money, but I'll give
my
you a
ball. Hey, Sting, do you think we can get these 6 guys out of here so you can sign my final item? My balls.
And he just stands up. Get the hell out!
Yeah, get out of here. Just get out of here. That's what he would
Get
say.
all quiet and shit. Be like, hey, Sting, Steve. I don't want to make it weird or anything, but is there any chance you can get all these fuckers out of here? I got something I need you to sign. He's just like, oh?
But it's got to be erect because I want it only visible when I have an erection. If you sign it while I'm flaccid, it will stretch all fucking weird. But I can't get hard with all these dudes looking at me.
Yeah.
What
I want you to sign my gooch. I went ahead and shaved the fucking road down there, too.
Just... You imagine the camera, like if you said that to him, just his face. I can
filming his face.
I can picture the face too that he'd make. He'd make that like half mouth open look, and his eyes like drifting as he looks at you, like
mouth fucking gaped open, like
yeah.
That weird
no,
hair
Steve,
of his just standing straight.
No,
up.
Steve, I don't want you. No, I don't want you to give me a BJ. I just want you to sign it.
Yeah.
His mouth is open.
I mean, you don't have to fucking do anything with it, you know. Just sign it.
Adam Rose did it.
It's not even that.
And Gangrel pierced my anus.
Rhino beat the fuck out of me, but hey, come on, let's try and even this out.
You can't win all of them. Yeah.
Oh shit! Just the fucking face of Sting, just like that glazed look and that mouth open, just like,
yeah,
get the fuck out of here, kid.
Sting would have made the face that Raven made the whole time he was there. Probably just fucking videotape Raven, videotape me like saying, "Hey Raven, how you doing?" and then like edit the fucking sound of me saying "sign my balls," and that's the look Raven would have anyway, so it would look like I actually said that to him.
You should have went in there as Danny C. Hey, I want you to sign my fucking cock.
Sign my fucking cock. You know, I should have came back in there wearing a tie-dye T-shirt. Like, and acted completely different.
Like a totally different guy. Hey, I heard you're signing clocks.
Oh my god, why didn't I do that? You know, Champ Chung would have done that. Why didn't I think of that? I should have bought like that's a great I'm gonna do that next autograph signing, dude. That's a great gimmick. Buy like 6 of them, like $20 each, right? So I spend $150, sure, but at least it's worth the gag. I spent
Video will
$100.
pay you back.
Well, what?
The video will pay it back.
Yeah, the video will pay it back. Just fucking get the signature and be like, "Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, I really appreciate it." Like, get right back in a line again. And then be like, "Hey, man, thank you so much. Could you make it out to Dick?" Like, and fucking, and then like,
who is that? Who is that guy? What's his name? Fuck, I can't remember it. The hello guy, Wayne Jones. Wayne Jones.
And then like by the 3rd time, the guy's like, "Haven't you like been in line? Like, why didn't you just? Do you have any more you want to do? Like, why don't you just do them now?" "I know what you're talking about." Then come back again and be like,
My
"Hey,
name's Wayne fucking Jones.
Can you make this one out to Sue Sammy?
like what?" And you know they're just staring at you. You've been swerved.
Come back around. Hey man, will you sign my fucking nipple?
You know, get mad at him. Like, be like, why'd you sign it like this? Why do people always sign it over the fucking face? Like, you know, or whatever, wherever he signs it. Just get, whatever he signs it, just get mad. Just be like, why did you sign it there? It's not good there. No! My dad wants it over here. Damn it!
Yeah.
Just start getting upset. Like, I thought this was going to be better than this.
Sting's just backing up like, okay, I got 7 fucking security cards in here. So, one of you guys step in.
Sting, could you sign this one item 6 times? Let's put it on eBay. Signed by Sting 6 times. What? It's the only one that has Sting's signature twice. So all the other ones are $100, but yours you mark at $200 because you put 2 signatures. What the fuck? Oh my god. This
went to shit.
This show got way out of hand by the end. People like, what is going on? Oh, but they'll love it. All right, I'm gonna. Do you want to do a different? Like, do you want to do a show on something else? I can't think of what. I mean, we're gonna do another one, but I mean, I just don't know what to do it on.
I don't know.
After this, like, I don't know.
We just did like a 40-minute podcast.
I was just trying to give my experiences of the day. It's a good follow-up video to the last video. You know, like meeting Matt Hardy or meeting whatever.
Yeah.
It's too bad I didn't see the wrestling though. Teddy Good's match was on second, and he was like, "You gotta stay," and like no, because me and Leo were gonna go see Star Trek and stuff, so I couldn't be like, no.
Right.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. Check out Justin Bailey's channel, the best there is podcast on YouTube. Make sure you guys click the like button if you can give us some help. Let's get 69 likes going. And hope you guys can subscribe down below. And if you didn't see the video, subscribe. If you didn't see the Matt Hardy video, it's the one before this probably, so go check it out. And follow me on Twitter at Joe Cronin Show. You just poop. And make sure you support the Patreon channel. The patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. If you guys could support me monthly, that's how we get our shit done. And Justin Bailey has one as well.
And don't forget to rally the troop.
Rally the troop, Brother Cronin.
Face the darkness of deletion. They must. It is a mandatory. We will turn them all into obsolete mules.
I have no idea what he says after that. He says, we will turn them all into obsolete mules. But then I don't know what. Tell me what the fuck he says here.
And then I will eat them. And then I will eat their pets.
Did he say he'll
Sounds
eat
like
them?
he says eat their pets.
I will eat them. I will eat the pets. I think he says he'll eat the pets. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. And I'll eat them. I'll eat the pets.
And then I will eat them. And then I will eat the pets. Oh, into obsolete mules. And then I will eat them. And then I will eat the pets.
I'll eat them and then I'll eat their pets. Is that what he said? So he'll eat them and then their pets.
Obsolete mules. And then I will eat them. And then I will eat the pets.
He did. He said he's gonna eat them and then eat their pets.
That's why Matt Hardy is the greatest thing.
Sorry.
I mean, we just made this. You know, I mean, this is fucking.
We will turn them all into obsolete mules.
What? Wait a minute.
We will. Somehow,
No words in that.
somehow when he speaks, like the words all run together. Like he said, we will turn them all into obsolete mules. But he makes them run together. Like we will turn them all into mules.
Dory. We will turn them all into obsolete mules. And then I will eat them. And then I will eat the pets.
Jesus. Oh man, that's great.
Mr. Cronin. Yes. Please, follow suit. March into the Great War Zone. Yes. And please continue our mission statement. Yeah.
Yeah.
I paused it. It's even funnier because I'm screaming and he's looking at me.
Oh my god, I can't fucking breathe.
Oh.
Obsolete mules.
Oh. The laughter and joy that this guy is bringing to people. He's killing me. Trying to breathe. Trying to breathe. Guys, thanks for listening. We will see you in the next video. We will see you soon.